Welcome along to another instalment of the content collaboration between Property Tribes and Lendlord. And I'm joined as ever by Lendlord CEO and co-founder Aviram Shahar. And Aviram, really today we're kind of going back to Lendlord's roots, because when you first came up with the concept of Lendlord, it was initially designed to be a very smart finance hub for landlords. Obviously, it's developed over the last couple of years, and we're talking at a time when the media is full of stories of landlords looking to expand their portfolios. Despite the pandemic, they still are keeping the faith with property, and I think it's good to say right from the get-go that finance is the lifeblood of any property business. Without it, you're dead in the water. You're not going to grow. So, Aviram, just take us back to the beginning with the inception of Lendlord and what your intention was in respect to how Lendlord would help landlords actually grow their portfolios.
The initial problem we found in the property market is that in order to understand which lender is available for you for a new mortgage, for a new purchase, or for remortgage for existing property, it's very hard. It's very hard to understand. Like, there are so many lenders out there. Each lender has its own approval criteria, and basically there are thousands of products that are available in the market. So how can you know which products might be a fit for you, or if you would be accepted by the lender? And then we said, okay, this is something that can be solved by technology. So if an engine can get all the information on your portfolio and some basic information on your personal situation, then it can analyze your state situation and match it to the lenders that can provide you with a finance to a new purchase or for a remortgage, refinance. And also, you can see which product is the best for you in terms of rate, in terms of fees. And by that, you can get much more information when you are basically going to take this finance. And so this was basically the start. We built Lendlord because basically we understood that, okay, we have a platform that we can collect data and we can store the data for the landlord. So this is a great place for them to keep all of their data and see the metrics. But also with our engines, they can automate their finances and can see ongoing insights into finance and refinance opportunities.
Indeed, and just late last year, you launched the Lendlord Finance Hub, and this really was the kind of culmination of your original vision coming to fruition, where it's an automated system to help landlords identify capital raising opportunities, access different products that maybe they didn't even know existed to help them. And this is what we're going to just dive a little bit deeper into today, just to remind everybody that this finance hub is there for you. It is the kind of heart of Lendlord, if you like, and it will help you see opportunity, because clearly if you've got a very significant amount of equity, you may want to release some of that to acquire some more property. So it really does give a very, as we're looking at now on the portfolio page, we can see immediately the landlord's or property investor's position graphically represented there, and that's just like the top layer of the onion, isn't it? You can kind of keep it goes deeper and deeper and deeper depending on what you're looking to do. So do you want to just give us a quick tour around it?
Yes. So in this video we'll focus mainly on the finance insights. So I take into account that you already input and entered all the relevant property details on your My Portfolio page. the first page with the summary of your mortgage situation is the available lenders page for my portfolio. And if you access this page, you can see the aggregation of your mortgages per lender. You can see your ICR, the portfolio ICR number. And this is the stress test that some of the lenders require to do when they assess a new case. And in here you can see which lenders are available for you for a new mortgage, which lenders are not, and what is the reason. You can also,
and of course, sorry, Aviram, I was just going to say that, of course, all this information is generated from real-time open source inputs, isn't it? So you, Lendlord, has inputs coming in from all the different financial engines, so that when a new product is released, that would immediately appear on Lendlord.
Yes, indeed. Another thing you can do is basically to say, okay, I have a partner. If I apply together with him, then the situation might be a different situation. So if John applies by himself, in this case, his ICR level is a bit low, so he didn't meet the criteria of several lenders. But if he applied together with Kate, then there might be other lenders available for him. And if you want to deep dive into a specific product, you should go to the mortgage search page. And this is like the mortgage simulation, remortgage simulation. And there you can choose if you apply as an individual, and if so, if it's just like you by yourself, you with Kate, or just Kate. Or you can apply as a company. And for like company mortgages, you have different lenders, different rates available. And then you can search for a specific mortgage. Here it's for like a purchase application with this estimation of the property value and the expected rent. And you can see the results.
And that's so useful to see that, because it's not just the headline rate that you need to be looking at. You do need to be looking at the fees as well. And if there are any, special conditions of the mortgage. So very important to look at all the options and assess them, because the one with the lowest initial interest rate may not necessarily be the best.
Definitely. You need to take into account also the rates. There are products that takes the fees as a percentage of the mortgage, and then it really depends on the size of the mortgage. So we calculate the total cost, and we order by this attribute. You can also look at remortgage options. You just need to switch to a remortgage, and then you will have a list of all of your properties from your My Portfolio. You just need to pick the property, and the platform will take the values from what you defined on My Portfolio, and then you can run a search and see what are like your options in terms of remortgaging this property. And here again, you can check if you go if you apply through a company, perhaps you will get the different results. What we do, like the platform, like every week, we also run for you a remortgage search, and this is the potential savings. One thing to note is that the platform every week, the engine runs for you, and they look for and search for remortgage opportunities. And this is on your dashboard. You can see it on the potential savings widget. You can also go to the insights page and see what opportunities the platform found for you. And the way it works is that the platform look at first on the analysis that I showed before of your portfolio, and also takes into account your early redemption fees. So even if the platform found a product that is better for you and can save you some costs, even if you pay the penalties and the new product fees, then you will get it as a recommendation. If not, you will not see it here. And one thing important is that you need to keep the early redemption fees up to date on your My Portfolio in order to get better results. Now the change, even if, like one example, if you had 10 properties and you sold 2 perhaps other lenders now available for you, and perhaps better rates are available for you. So our engine will find those opportunities for you.
Well, I'm sure anybody watching this is going to see how incredibly powerful this software is. And Aviram, what is the difference between Lendlord and one of these other engines where, you know, like you go and compare the market, so to speak, for different mortgage products?
Great question. So the difference is that in Lendlord, we also take into account the different criteria based on your own profile. So if you store your portfolio on Lendlord, we also take into account criteria items like number of buy-to-let mortgages that lenders to take a look at, the current portfolio LTV, total mortgage balance, the property ICR. We also stress the property. By the way, we have a questionnaire on the Lendlord Finance Hub that you can see it clearly, the difference between other aggregators to Lendlord. So if you start the process, here, by the way, you don't have to be a user of Lendlord. Even like visitors of our website can start like a journey. So you just need to answer the questions. You can see like on the right side, the list of lenders that are available for you according to the answers you provide. So you can see like with a lower LTV, there are more lenders that are available for you. But if your portfolio LTV is higher, then less lenders are okay with that. Then we ask, of course, about minimum income, and you can see different lenders available according to your answers. So so we collect this data, our engines, and according to that, we match it to the relevant lenders. And in the end, you can see the results that match to your profile, and you can, of course, tweak the data. You can do the same process for remortgage. And here you will see if you also in this screen, if you can save on your current costs. And in the Lendlord platform, you can also check capital raising capability, what is your options in capital raising and things like that.
Well, again, anybody watching this will see how powerful this software is. It's just absolutely brilliant. All of this is being automated for you. And some of the banks that you see there, such as Aldermore, such as Vida Home Loans, such as Paragon or Pepper Money, you may not be familiar with them. Many landlords are not aware of how massive the buy-to-let market is, and they just stick with their high street bank. And when you go to a high street bank, they only have a very small number of products. And not only that, the person that's helping you with the remortgage or the mortgage, that they're actually a salesman. That's what they are. And you know, I've been with NatWest for oh goodness knows, since I was 18, a long time, and they have a few good products, a few buy-to-let products, but only a very small amount. They have tougher criteria. And I do have a couple of buy-to-let mortgages with them, but for the most part, you know, our portfolio has been built by these using these specialist buy-to-let lenders, which you can access via the Lendlord Finance Hub. And Aviram, I know you're working with partners like Promise Money to actually access even more different types of finance for more complex cases or non-standard cases. You know, very much with the high street banks, it's a case of the computer says no when you fill out a form, and that is infuriating when you've put so much information in and then you get just like the computer says no. Many of these lenders that we saw appearing there, they have personal underwrite, so they will consider each case on a case-by-case basis. And this again is important to understand if you want to access finance and you might have thought that you couldn't.
Yes, definitely. And this is a quick way to get more information about your eligibility to different type of products. And as you mentioned, for commercial and secure loans, we have partnered with Promise Money that can also provide advice after you get the first insights from the platform. And also for all the buy-to-let, we have our partner in Lendlord as well, Windfall Finance. So like in one click, you can schedule a call and see if you can implement the platform recommendation. This is also one of the ways that we monetize the platform. So if you use like our financial services, Lendlord gets a fee, and we also compensate our user with cashback points. So like if you use like our service providers, we get a fee and we share some of it with our users. So of course we encourage you to use our own service providers, but of course you can use your own provider using the information and the insights you get from Lendlord.
Fantastic. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this quick tour around the Lendlord Finance Hub and how it can help you see opportunity within your portfolio. We do have other webinars and demos within the Lendlord Digital Life category on Property Tribes, so you can jump across to there if you want to dig a little bit deeper. But for now, we'll just say, Aviram, if anybody's got any questions, they can ask them on Property Tribes, or indeed they can schedule a personal demo with yourself, or they can use the chat bot on the Lendlord website, which can be accessed at lendlord.io. But the whole point of today's video is to encourage you to see the benefits of being a registered user of Lendlord. And as we said, it's free of charge, so what's not to love? So thanks very much, Aviram. I will see you again soon. For everybody watching, please do like this video if you did like it, and do subscribe to Property Tribe's YouTube channel, and also please smash the notifications bell so you can be updated with all the very latest video content that we produce at propertytribes.com. But for now, thank you for watching.